Noon all. Information is knowledge and power. Live a little purple lot. So, did dishes this morning, and then this is what's been created today. So, as a prepping general rule of thumb, we are currently without water at the house again. Not because it's contaminated or gone bad, but earlier today when I was watering the chickens, I noticed a leak. So I called Juan back over, because he was over here yesterday. So yesterday, cut down all these tree limbs, which is immense. And I have an equal pile. There's more over there. And a bunch in the front. So some of the trimming that happened over here started out because up here it was starting to cover the solar array. And then while I was here, or while Juan was sitting and he was trimming, I went ahead and had him trim all along here in preparation for the shop build. So just means I have a very large pile of brush that I need to burn. I'm going to give you another quick update on the back porch. More things have been done. The last piece of angle iron is on. Seat sit-up benches in place, but the fan is now mounted and temporarily hooked up. So, and then as you can see, the last piece of angle iron. And then over here I'm going to show you the thing. So that's been replaced, and to get into the house is a lot longer than I expected. This right here used to stick just out of that hole, and then so that whole length right there goes into the house, and there's a piece 6 or 8 inches longer than that. The dumbass who put that in there didn't drill the hole coming out of the fucking wall straight, so the PVC has a bend in it and it's flexed the whole time. So me and Juan are pretty strong, but between the two of us, when the pipe was cut initially, we couldn't bend the piece that we were trying to glue back on enough to get it to slide onto the other pipe. So I cut it another 8 inches or 10 inches or 12 inches, and then we got it in and just left the new piece hanging out. So that's the leftover piece. Got it glued, and hopefully maybe tonight we'll turn it back on. My wife works in a hardware store, and my understanding is it needs to sit for at least 30 minutes. And then the piece inside the house has been sitting for 4 hours now, and then this outside area has been sitting for 3.5. So we have no water. So keep water on hand, both types, potable and stuff to flush your toilets. So that's what rain barrels work good for. I could go as long as I have rain barrel water or some kind of water source. Kind of don't want to use potable water to flush the toilet, so something else you can. If you have a septic tank, you're not going to back up. So anyway, just a quick rundown. Keep water on hand. There's my emergency water. I used the case the other day. Filled up a chicken feet of waterer, and then because I need to start cycling through it and then replenish it. So as a side note, I sucked real bad with my deep freezer. We do pretty good with pizzas and pizza pockets and well, frozen pizza, as I say, frozen burritos, and my wife likes potato skins. So those rotate out real good. And then the briskets, the ribs, those do real good. But I filled the freezer up with pork, chicken, and beef 2 years ago, and well, it's gonna have to go in the garbage because I could not crack the code on pulling it out, thawing it out, and cooking it. So on my list of things to do in the coming months is to clean out the beef tray, refill it, clean out the chicken tray, refill it, because those two are the ones we eat the most, and then we clean out the pork tray, refill it, and then make a hardened effort to pull it from the freezer and then rotate it. So anyway, it's one of the things that you go through as a prepper. You buy all this shit, and then it's sitting around, and then sometimes it goes bad. So my advice is not to do it, because it wasn't cheap 2 years ago, and it's not going to be any cheaper now. So information is knowledge and power. Live a little, prep a lot, share the love. Cheap prepper.